Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Underrated Hijabi, and in today's video I am going to be making Somali food. I'm going to try to mix different types of cuisines every single day or every other day because I don't want to waste food. I'm also going to be making myself a drink today because, as you guys can see, my throat is a little bit dry. I'm going to be making a sour drink today. So I'm going to be making Somali biris and hilib. I'm going to be making a few, we call it bur, some people call it mandazi. I'm going to be making that, and I'm going to be making some malawah. So let's go to the shop. We're going to need to buy some meat. We need to buy some rice. We need to buy like a few little small things because Somali food is very, very simple to make. Like, this meal is like, it's simple and it makes you feel like you're in love. Do you know what I mean? So this is the spot that we buy our meats from. It's a bit of a sticky one still. So we get some garlic because I couldn't find garlic, and some mint leaves and some coriander leaves. Bought some stuff from Asda. We're gonna go and get some sour sweets. This is the selection. I know exactly what I'm getting. This strawberry one. Yeah. What do I need?
Yeah. 1, 2.
I have a really good there. And just this. These two. These are halal. These are halal. Look, there's a brain nickel that's like sour powder and bubble gum. I want to try this. Oh, there's strawberry Fanta too. So I have my shopping. So I got my shopping, and now we're gonna go home and cook. We get a bowl, we add our meat, and we're gonna be washing all this meat. We're gonna wash this and clean this. We're gonna clean the meat, boil it, rinse it again, boil it. We've got all that nastiness. Some salt. Get some lemon, squeeze in the lemon. And then just mix it again. Let this sit for like 10 minutes. When it comes to rice, I brought this rice. I wanted to try it out. It's called Enfredi. I don't know what rice is good for rice. Guys, I want to ask you. I remember back in the days, right, when they used to put the cups inside the rice. You know those like grey little cups? Yeah, do you guys remember? Do they still do that? One. We're going to put 2 rices. I feel like that's enough. Now what we're going to do is wash this. And on this last one, we add water, but we don't touch the rice. You don't touch the rice then. Let it sit for 2 hours. Always wash your hands. To the pan, we're going to be adding all the meat. Going to add some salt and pepper. Salt. Black pepper. That's enough. And we're also going to be adding some water. We're going to let this cook for just until the meat becomes tender and soft. This is coming along good, isn't it? Look at that. Leave this to cook for a little bit more. It's been an hour, so I'm going to start preparing the rice now. This is my Xawaash recipe. We're going to add some like 20 peppercorn, some cardamon pod, 2 cloves, some cumin seeds. That's a lot, so we don't need that much. That's enough. That's about a tablespoon, isn't it? 1 tablespoon and a half. Coriander seeds. Turmeric. Let it roast. Guys, it will start to smoke. Just keep stirring it like this. Just do this for 2-3 minutes. And then we just mash it down. This is how it should look, guys. Transfer this into a little plate like this. Set this to the side. We're now going to be adding some garlic and some coriander. I'm making a coriander and garlic paste. Some garlic. We're going to be adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to add a bit of coriander to this. And just keep doing it till it becomes a paste. Leave this to the side. Now we're going to be making our rice. A bit of oil to the pan. We're going to add our red onion. Let that cook till it's brown. You guys can see this is becoming a bit brown. We're going to add a teaspoon of water. Like that. A tablespoon of our Xawaash. We're going to add a tablespoon of our coriander there. And mix that in. Adding some vegetable seasoning. I'm going to be adding a cinnamon stick, 1 clove, 1 garlic, and 1 peppercorn. Add a turmeric and water mix. And our rice. At this stage, you can add some salt. I'm going to be adding some hot water. The way that I do it is, yeah, I make the water up to the line of the rice. I'm going to keep it on high heat. Then I'm going to turn it down to low heat. High heat for 5 minutes. We have some water and we have the saffron that I brought from Turkey. We're going to get a bit of saffron. And then the way that saffron works is you just squeeze it a little bit. That's the colour that we want it to be. If the water's gone down, turn it down, low heat, have a bit of oil on top like that, and let that cook. That looks so good, guys. Add some raisins, food colouring. You can add fried onions, and you could add like some green food colouring for like 5 more minutes, and then we'll turn it off. The water has run out and it is quite low. I'm gonna add a bit of oil. Personally, I like to add onions, like lightly mix it in. And I'm gonna add a tablespoon of our ginger and coriander. I'm gonna add a bit of vegetable seasoning. I'm gonna add our Xawaash. I'm gonna add a bit of saffron water, by the way. And then I'm just gonna let these cook. A little bit more salt. So I like my meat salty. Rice is ready now. Oh yeah. It's so good. This is now ready to be served. We're gonna make mandazi, gura, whatever you guys want to call it. It's a very simple, easy recipe. It's plain flour. You need some yeast, sugar, milk. A lot of people substitute the milk for water. You can add like ghee, or you can add like butter. I like ghee because I like the taste of ghee, you know. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons in here. Add some plain flour. About 2 cups of plain flour. Some sugar. I like to add a bit of cardamom powder. Me personally, I like it. Some yeast. Let's mix that quickly by hand. You can add salt if you want to. Okay, we're gonna add a bit of ghee. Or you can add like unsalted butter, it's your choice. What we're gonna add is some warm milk. You can add like water, I like warm milk. So I'm gonna add a little bit more flour. You just have to stretch it out with your hands. Keep doing it, because the more you do it, the softer it is and the better it tastes. Can you guys see how soft that is? Add some ghee all around it. We're gonna let this sit 20 to 30 minutes. This is the way I make my Somali tea. 3 tea bags, 1, 2, 3, and let that cook. 1 cinnamon stick. I'm gonna add about 4 cloves, 3 cardamon, a little bit of ginger powder there, a little bit of cardamom powder, because I add the cardamom, and the cardamom pods are not cardamom pods. I'm gonna let this cook. I'm gonna add some evaporated milk. Right, look at that color change. Also add a bit of sugar. I'm gonna let that cook on low for 10 minutes. We're making shigni, so that's green chilies, garlic, onion, red onion, cilantro, coriander, and some lemon juice. We're gonna make it in my blender. So we're gonna add the red onions, okay? We're gonna add the garlic, okay? We're gonna add a bit of cilantro, some chopped green chilies, add some lemon juice, black pepper powder, add some salt. How it looks. Ooh. This has risen. Look how great that looks. I put the oil on butter. That's just burnt mark. Look how soft that is. And then I'm gonna cut it up again. Cut it up like that. Not too thick, not too thin. And once the water's hot, we will add it. Ready? I'm gonna add some. I'm turning it so it doesn't stick to the bone. Look, make sure you guys flip it. And then we'll rise. Okay. Now we are going to be making some malawa. Flour. 2 cups of flour. I'm gonna add 1 egg. You can add 2. I don't want to have too much egg on there. Sugar. Whisk it a little bit. We have some warm milk. A little bit of milk. And we're gonna keep whisking it. More milk and whisk. When it's like this, it's ready. A little bit of oil. Rub it around. gonna put it. Ooh, look at that, look at that. Quickly, and then you have to spread it quickly. Spread it, spread it, spread it. Just make sure you put oil on the sides. Wow. Guys, look at that. That's so beautiful. This is the meat done, dusted. That's all. The way that it just falls off the bone. This is the rice. Wow. Bismillah. I have some dates, chicken spring rolls. I have some samosas. I have some of my malawah. And I have my mandaza. Brr. I'm gonna try his dates. I also like to get some samosas. My friends, they love to eat tuna samosa, but would I eat it? No, I don't like tuna samosa. Samosas with dates, banging combination. And then I have the chicken spring rolls. Right, chicken. We usually put all of the teas in our flask. If you don't know what a flask is, it's like a thermal heater, so like it keeps the heat. I love tea and coffee. Coffee's later though. Beautiful, right? I love tea that smells good. You know what I mean? Like tea that smells good, you just knows that it bangs. Bismillah. Perfect. Soft. Tastes good though. This is pretty much a crepe. A lot of people that add sugar inside. You guys know I'm not really big on the sugars. You can add sugar, you can add honey, you can add golden syrup, you can add Nutella, lotus biscoff, you can add a variety of things. I like it plain because my middle name is Jane. I'm gonna make her drink now. I'm gonna add some frozen strawberry. Grab one of this. This is a sour syrup. Put it in. Should we give this a go? Bismillah. It tastes like tap water with like some like fairy liquid or something. That is disgusting. Okay, boom. Got this. I'm gonna add some Fanta to this. Just a little bit. Just for the colorations. And we're gonna add a bit of ice. One there, one there. And then blend. Look at that. In the cup we're gonna add some baby powder. A little bit of syrup, by the way, just a tiny. To stick ice on the sides because I like my slushy to not evaporate quickly. This is how it looks. We're now just gonna add the slush. Lolly. Sorry guys, if you guys hear like talking, it's my Marge. We have our delicious, look how this, I think this is called a sour daiquiri. Like this is called a sour daiquiri. I like to put ice inside because I don't want my drink to start melting. I hate when like, you know, slushies start to melt. I hate it, even though I love like the juicy part, but like, wait, let's give it a go. Bismillah. Oh, you know what the secret ingredient is? Is this. This tastes like a sour strawberry daiquiri, but it is thick, like it's super thick. I like to keep the ice inside. This is my meal. This is the rice. I fried some little chips, and this is my meat. This is my shigni, and now we're gonna give this a go. The rice is well seasoned. So this is my shigni, and a little bit to the side. Let's see how the shigni tastes. So this ruins every meal. whoa, that chicken is banging. Like, you just taste it on your lips and you're just like, whoa. The spice, little. The onion, perfect. The garlic, perfect. Sometimes shigni, people make it too watery. They add too much garlic, too much onions. But that shigni is perfect. Like, my lips are dripping. Let's try the meat. The meat. Did I make this or did I get this from a restaurant? Honestly, if I... This tastes, wallah, just the meat. The rice is a little bit more salt, but the meat, this meat is soft, tender. I've been to so many Somali restaurants and this is like not biased or anything, but this recipe is better than any Somali restaurant I've ever been to. And I'm saying this. I was just gonna cry. This is the best recipe I've ever made, Somali culture wise. This is a message to my husband, my future husband. This is a meal that I'm going to make for you on our wedding night. This. I think the meat and the shigni is amazing. If you guys want to make shigni, this is a good shigni recipe. I'm going to try and see if I can write it down. I wish you guys can see how amazing this looks. This is sensational. This is just like fried in a little bit of oil and let like on low heat. This is so good. These are my two favorite things of like the whole Ramadan series.